Hello, hello. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time, if this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, hi guys. I just had to go live on Facebook. Let me just get the link. Ooh. Turn off the sound. Let me just make sure all my stuff, the sound is shut off. How are you guys doing? Weird AF energies today. Weird AF. Let me just put that away. All right. So today we have a few different things available. Today is our soul work special event. We do spiritual tea party Saturdays where we have some fun and talk some shit. So this week we have, of course, the bioscan. We also have the Claire Tarot reading. We have golden plasma regenesis. The golden pre-matter liquid light of the Christ consciousness is utilized to induce bio-spiritual regeneration of distorted, damaged coding to help prepare your morphogenetic template and further bring you closer to your at-one-ment with Source. So the golden plasma comes from the Christ consciousness. We also have distorted seed correction. There has been a lot of dark archon and draconian genome manipulations. This is going to help correct that. I don't want to say this, but I'm just going to say it. There are, in fact, quite a few people who are light workers, light warriors, energy healers, all kind of whatever terms they want to use. Tomato is dark seed manipulations going on. People can claim whatever they want, but unless you know whether they can actually do what they're claiming, what are they actually doing to you? I don't know. Nobody knows. So this expedite, the distorted seed correction, definitely addresses the genome manipulations. Okay. The next one, Seraphim cleanse. With the way Mercury retrograde's been going, we've been bathed in the shadow of our secrets. Our deepest hurts are being brought to the surface to be purged from our luminous bodies. The seraphim, occupying the space around the throne of God, have the most holiest of fire, God fire. This cleanse will utilize their sacred flame to clear away what has kept you from reconnecting with the God inside you. We also have the Dragon Field Primer and Dragon Egg Activation Combo. That one's always an amazing one. Fire of Lyra activation. So if you were with me during the Leo reading the other day, Leos, your guys' readings are always so intense, man. So intense. And so the Leos have had a lot of spiritual stuff kind of being put right in their faces. Like, look, y'all are the Stargate Guardians. We need you to activate. Just a bunch of stuff. So the Fire of Lyra activation was what I was going to do that day. And then life happened. And I didn't go live. So we have that available today. Let's see. Lyrans also founded Lemuria and are thus master healers and blended with Atlantis and Egypt, thus being knowledgeable about math, healing with crystals, tone and sound, sacred geometry. If these characteristics resonate with you, a Lyran activation may be the most appropriate activation for you. And if you are Blu-ray, if you're Melchizedek Blu-ray, depending on what branch of that family tree, they are feline hominids, okay? Basically, they've been spliced with Lyran code. So this would be really good to regenerate and rejuvenate any Lyran code distortion within your template. It helps with your ascension. We have the Oraphim Emerald Sun Matrix activation, which is just legit badassery. Legit badassery. No, we don't have a TheraClean workup. That should not be there. All right. So that's what we have for today. Oh, okay. Let me just put something there. Hold on, guys. Let me make sure that I actually freaking have my stuff set the way it's supposed to be. All right. All right. And if you guys are watching me on Facebook, I cannot see your comment. I can't even see myself. I went ahead and I hopefully commented the link on Facebook to purchase an expedited request. It also should be tracking at the bottom of the screen. Okay. All right. Facebook, if you guys want to be a part of my number wars, which I'm about to start, you're going to have to join me on YouTube. Go to YouTube, join me on YouTube because, ooh, Queen of Water, you've been having wobbling feelings. That's some activation shifting. Like, damn, where's my phone? Oh, here it is. Yeah, I've been getting like eyeballs rocking quite a bit. I don't know if I'm getting bitch slapped by my higher self or if that's, I'm joking. No, I am, I'm not getting bitch slapped. I was joking about that, but I am experiencing the wobbling as well. A lot of it has to do with activation. All right, guys. Let me just go ahead and get a number. All right, so pick a number from 1 to 100. The first comment I see that matches the number I have written on my phone will win a Claire Tarot reading from me. And again, you guys, if you are on Facebook, it's not going to do nothing for you. I can't see nothing on Facebook because Facebook is a jerk. Monica Rose, hold on. Monica Rose, you won at 62. Monica Rose. Da, 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 da. Never meant to cause you no pain. I just want to go back to being the same. Well, I only want to make things right before you walk out my life. Dolores. Okay. Let's go ahead and get Monica some cards. Some cards. You know, you guys. Okay, let me put these cards away. I have been really seriously feeling these cards. They're Cathar. This is just hilarious shit. One of the readings had a guy totally bound to a pose. I was like, see, your higher self is telling you when you engage people in their stupid ass comments, you're binding yourself to a pose. He was naked from the waist down. I was just like, bro, why are you half naked with a friar preaching to you from the Bible? What's going on here? I be liking these cards. It's my brand of foolery for real. Oh my gosh. No, it really is because I do that. I be in my room with no pants on. Just a shirt. And then my husband's like, why are you naked? I'm not naked. I'm fully clothed. Hey, because you got no pants on. Why are you looking? Hey, I'm dressed from the top up. My eyes are right here, fool. My eyes are right here. Look me in the eyes. Say it with your chest. Oh my God. That hurt. I did that a little too hard. Okay, Monica. Here we go. Holy shit. Oh my God. What happened? Man down. Man down. We got a man down. Holy shit. This is my favorite deck. Like the level of fuckery. It's like living in the hood. You just kind of sit in your yard and just people watch. That's you don't even need TV. Knight of Wisdom. I've lived in the hood in many different states. I don't know why. We always just end up in some kind of hood. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, and I don't feel unsafe either. I don't feel unsafe in the hood. So this is Knight of Wisdom in reverse. There you go. I'm like, who's grabbing you by your throat? It's his bro, you're not holding your shield very well. He's just not holding his shield very well. So Knight of Wisdom in reverse, peace, sleepiness, apathy, inertia, stagnation. Oh, you are plateauing. Okay, so this is what's going on. You're plateauing in your ascension process. You've been going. See, 64% at 443. So 64443, which now is 64% at 444. But what happened was you kind of cut your momentum in half. Okay. And you just sometimes need to kind of quiet down and sit in stillness for a short period so that the energy can once again pool and then shoot you forward again. So, Squire of Wisdom, you just looking like you. Mm-hmm. Look here. Is that a he or a she? I don't know. It's just not being bothered. I mean, why are you outside? It's snowing. Oh, wait. Squire of Wisdom. These pictures are too much. I love it. Oh, I was already on the page. Oh, so yeah. Okay. So you have the knight. First, you have the squire, and then you have the knight. So it's kind of like descending order. Just like I was saying, you kind of stepping back just a little bit. And it doesn't mean that you're messing up your progress. It just means you kind of need to slow it down. Okay, you're doing too much. So student, apprentice, disciple, concentration, speculator, negotiator. I like that. I speculate that you negotiate. So really, right now, I guess what might be going on is that you were just full force, go. And then your higher self said, no, slow it on down. And at this point, you're kind of trying to negotiate with your higher self to allow you to continue forward. But you're needing to just, again, slow down. Just slow it down just a little bit. Girl, if you think that's funny, you're going to love this next picture. He got fucked up. He tried to take on his higher self. The higher self bitch slapped you, knocked you on the ground. And now look at you, girl. You're just laying there. You better slow it down. Your higher self's not playing. Slow it on down. So this is about movement, journey, harmony, the need for emotional control, trouble overcome, harnessing emotion and will. So with this Mercury retrograde fuckery, it's just fuckery going on. At this point, it's legit fuckery. I'm not even going to mince words. Hey, baby.
Juicy was watching.
Did he call me a bad word sayer?
Yeah, I'm watching Mommy right now.
Chubbies, I'm so sorry. I'm such a bad word sayer. I'm so sorry. I got caught. My little one was watching. Bad word sayer. I'm sorry, boo-boo. I'm sorry. So ascension, this is really about you recognizing you are at a crossroads, and that crossroads has a stop sign. you got to just stop for a little bit, okay? Not necessarily completely stop, more like pause. Allow yourself some time to digest all of these things that are coming up in your thoughts, in your mind. You can't just keep go, go, go. Because what ends up happening, if you're not paying attention, you open yourself to not so good potentialities. So definitely slow down. Allow your higher self to be the one to guide you to where you need to be. Okay, 68% at 448, 6888. Ooh, 68. See, that's a sign. That's a sign. She got a sign. Monica got a sign. He's looking at me. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I got a mouth on me. I do. I do. I do. So not ashamed unless my child is watching. I'm so sorry, baby. Is he still watching or did you tell him to stop watching? Okay. Nobody tells me what to do. I say whatever the fuck I want. I'm joking. Watch him be watching again. I'm so sorry, baby. Mommy's such a bad word sayer. Okay. Let's pick a number from 1 to 100. First comment that I see that matches the number I have written on mi telefono will win a Claire Tarot reading from me. And I do reserve the right to not honor that winning. I don't know why I said that just now. Okay, let me pay attention. Let me pay attention. Okay. Plumpods. Plumpods. You won at 44. Plumpods. You won at 44. I said, pour some sugar on me. In the name of love, pour some sugar on me. I can't get enough. Pour some sugar on me. Ooh, girl, something just flipped over. It just flipped over on its own. So you get that card and just... So if you guys want to ensure you get your own personal reading during this live stream, check out that link. You can get an expedited request. Ta-da. I also have energy work available today. Some advanced ass stuff available today. Not today, Satan. Where are you going? Can you get me warm water? Yeah. Thank you. All right, Plum. The death card. That's intense. Let me look at what that is. The death card. My brain just had a fart right now. Okay. The death card. Transformation, change, transition, renewal, rebirth. Disillusionment, end, finish. I think what this card is trying to tell you is that you made progress. Okay, you've definitely been developing spiritually. You've been breaking through quite a bit of those blockages, those walls that you've struggled with in the past. You're breaking through them. But in this process, part of you has become jaded. Okay, a part of you has kind of just become apathetic about the whole process, like, okay, whatever. And it's a very delicate balance that soul wants you to keep between being apathetic and freaking out and feeling victimized. So, I mean, it's very difficult to maintain that balance, but it's not impossible. I think it's time for, it's not that you've surrendered too far. It's that you've kind of removed a part of yourself as you're experiencing this. Does that make sense? Like, instead of being present and observing, a part of you is present and observing, and then another part is kind of just like, whatever, it'll be done when it's done. I'm just gonna preoccupy myself over here. So I think your higher self is kind of warning you that you're entering that realm of like, okay, whatever, it'll be done, whatever, because that's not going to learn the lesson. Okay. Granted, they're not asking you to be like, oh my God, you have to find that middle ground. And you've been going through this for some time now, right? You've been having an ascension cycle for some time now. I don't blame you. If it's been a while, I definitely become like that. And that's when I get my hair yanked by my higher self. Okay. You feel really in it. Let's see what the rest of the cards say. 10 of Wisdom in reverse. So chance, hazard, destiny, fate, gambling, loss, taxation, uncertainty, insecurity. Thank you. Let me reshuffle these cards. Hold on. All of this is so negative. All of this is so negative. Okay, so let me go back to 10 of Wisdom. So 10 of Wisdom in reverse was about hazard, gambling, loss, taxation, uncertainty, insecurity. You're in a relationship, you said? Is this possibly what they're experiencing? The next card is 5 of Love, and it's about suffering, grief, loss, disempowerment, regret, deceit. Oh, I think so. I think so, because when I was made to fucking exist in a parking lot for 5 months, I was like, it ain't that bad. It's really not that bad. And we're not going to be here forever. I'm just supposed to learn something, and I'm not really in a rush. Yeah, I was stripped of everything too. I didn't feel like I was stripped of everything. Did you feel like that was a really bad experience? I was just like, it's not going to be like this.
It was more
like mentally and emotionally. Because I kept saying, like, it's not a big deal.
I mean, it sucked.
I don't know. Are you in a relationship? Because this energy seems associated with you, but not you.
Yes.
74% at 456. 74456. So completion, the 2, standing together, change, and then receiving. I think it has to do with your relationship. Your partner might be experiencing this and not verbalizing it to you. Because as this is completing, you guys will become equal. You've come to terms with what's going on, and if you're kind of led to feel as though it might have to be, it might be similar to my temporary experience of like homelessness. My husband needed to experience that just as much as I did, because he needed to understand certain things so we could be like shoulder to shoulder on this journey. Because after that, really he was like completely right there. I mean, he's always been there. He hasn't been like an absentee person, but the mindset, the emotion, the blind trust in our path, it really developed at that time. Would you say that that like however many months, I think it was about a year actually, because the stuff before that, and then you kind of were like, after that point, you kind of were like, ain't nothing bad allowed to happen to us.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of stuff that happened. That could have happened.
It might be that. It might be that you are coming to terms with it, but he's not coming to terms with certain changes and trying to hold on to whatever it is that he sees as his identity. 75% at 457, 75457. You know, so you guys are needing to mirror each other. With 4 in the middle, that's the self. Mirroring, meeting in the center. Okay? Soul be like, I don't want to hear that. sometimes. Yeah, I think you're able to cope, but as he's mirroring similar like traumas, he's having a hard time coping, and he might not be expressing his struggle. So maybe the reading is more about you needing to sit down and talk to him than really help him understand that if he's having struggles that, you know, as a man, most men who are a part of this matrix have a very hard time expressing these things to anyone, especially to the you know, the woman they love, because there's so much of that masculine identity that's tied to monetary, your ability to provide monetarily. And it's not, you know, we have to shift that. We really have to shift that. There's no reason why a man can't stay home and take care of the children, take care of the home. You know, it's about being equals in every sense of the word. If you're going to take care of this, and I should take care of this, and if I can't take care of this, you need to help me with this, and I'll switch with you. You know, just really helping each other understand, like, we are strong individually, and when you put us together, we're even more stronger. One of the things, the period of time that you referenced, Plum, for most of our marriage, like 17 years or something like that, he's been the breadwinner. I've been a stay-at-home mom. That's my identity, stay-at-home mom. And that's all I do is take care of my kids. He takes care of everything else, Mr. IT man, Mr. Silicon Valley over here. And then, you know, we left California and all of these series of events. And when it came time to switch our roles, and he stays with the children and I'm the one that's, you know, earning, it's sometimes difficult to switch. I don't think he had a problem switching. It was more of me and my insecurity of, what if the kids are not going to be taken care of to my standards? Well, they're perfectly happy. There's nothing wrong with, you know, how he takes care of them. So I think it's a lot to do with the two of you recognizing you're strong on your own. It helped me to realize personally that if I had to raise the kids by myself, I'm perfectly fine. I can earn the money. I can take care of the kids. If he had to take care of the kids by himself, that's perfectly fine, because he's always been able to earn the money. And now he knows he can absolutely take care of the kids all by himself. And he's always been a very hands-on father, but like the aspect of like the homeschooling and all of that, he knows he can do it too. Because that was something he was a little bit like unsure of, like, I don't know how to do that. Well, you're doing it. You're doing it. So yeah, it might be something like that where you need to find that balance. It's helping him to learn the balance. Should we do one more?
Maybe I'm feeling kind of jaded.
Ooh, bajiggity. Like, what level of bajiggity is this?
You want to get
Oh,
down?
okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. Give me 5 minutes. No, I'm joking. No, I'm live. Let me go ahead. Oh, no, I need to pick another winner. You got me all bajiggity my damn self, all hot and bothered over here. I got the vapors. Fan myself. You're welcome, Plum. All right. Let us pick another number. I've picked a number. Pick a number from 1 to 100. The first number that I see that matches. Hold on. Sorry. I thought I saw it. I totally didn't. I'm blind. I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. Farrah AA, you won at 27. Farrah AA. That's a different Farrah, right? All right. All right, Farrah. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's get you some cards. Okay. Let us see. So if you guys want to have a personal reading tonight, you can definitely get one on this link. Let's get Farrah a card, a card, a card. All right. Ooh, ambidextrous are we? All right, Farrah. Let us see. So you've gotten the Squire of Love. Look at that, ambidextrous. A studious youth, loyalty, devotion, work, learning, reflection, observation, discretion. I think what's going on, Farrah, is that you are learning to work with both your halves. You're allowing yourself to receive information and filtering it through both your masculine and your feminine halves. You're at a point in your journey where it's really important for you to seriously allow all the parts of you to come forward. You have to allow it. If you have lived a life where you've been, somewhat shamed, like teased, made to feel bad about being too masculine, tomboyish, and so you've really put that in the closet, it's time for that to kind of come out. Okay. You have to allow all your parts to just kind of be out there and being developed, because that ambidextrousness, that's both your halves. You have yourself receiving quite a bit. That's a big ass cut. Interesting. Interesting. Farrah, what's your favorite color? Just curious. Green. Fascinating. See that green buck? So here's the thing. Typically, our favorite color can often represent the chakra that we're needing to focus on the most. Okay. I think what's kind of happening, this message is showing you, in order for you to survive this life, to put on a sense of order and what do you call it? To look normal. Okay. I forget the word that I was going to use. And that's represented by the red. You had to hide quite a bit about yourself. Okay. The red would be the root chakra. This is tied to you feeling the need to survive your life. And there's the green book. The book of your heart is still hidden away behind the curtain of fear that you won't survive, fear you'll be persecuted. So you definitely need to begin, what do you call it? Allowing yourself to be more expressive with who you actually are. The parts of you that you're hiding away, they need to come out, okay? So, hold on. You have Ace of Love in reverse, change, inconsistency, metamorphosis, unrequited love. Oh, were you hurt? Were you heartbroken? Did you end a relationship? I want to say about 3 years ago. I keep seeing and hearing 3 to 5 years, 3 to 5 years. Is that tied to the end of a relationship? Did it last around 5 years and end around 3 years ago? I'm not sure. In the past, and you've kept your heart hidden away since then. You haven't allowed yourself to move forward, like fully trust someone else since then. Because it's not fully closed, but it's on a higher shelf, so it's less accessible, and you're slowly allowing the curtain to open, but it's still not, easily accessible. So there is healing that's going on, but you have to make sure that you put more focus on giving yourself permission to fully heal and move forward and receive love. Nine of Wisdom. An active person, necessity, obligation, success from strength of will, determination. You're just a very strong person, You're a very, very strong person, and be careful that, see, look, a mix of the red and the green. The book that you're carrying right now with you as you shield yourself from other interactions is a red book. You're clothed in red. You have armor on. You're still very guarded about this life, but just know you are healing. You are. You're in the process of healing. It's taking a little bit longer than what you probably would have expected, but you are healing. You have to give yourself credit where credit is due. You can't just focus on how much further you have to go. You have to actually acknowledge how far you've already come. Excuse me. All right, so let's get started. Here's the link for the expedited requests. I have a bunch of different things available today. Let's just close that. Where does it start? Oh, here. Gina Johnson, are you here? Gina Johnson. Hola, Oscar. Black Panther, are you Gina? If you are Gina, what's the zip code? You're welcome, Farrah. All right, that's Gina. I believe it. I believe it. Gina, what did you want scanned? Was there something in particular, or do you want me to do a general scan? Órale pues, papi. General, okay. Daddy, can I please have café con leche?
Do you know my name?
I know your name. Tu papi. Okay. I almost choked myself. All right, Black Panther. Let's go ahead and do a general scan then, okay? Do you do you drink a lot? Or in the past, did you have a phase where you were drinking heavily? I see a lot of like stagnant energy around the liver. Sometimes this can be indicative of a predisposition to like fatty liver or some start of liver cirrhosis. I don't think you've gotten to a point where it's liver cirrhosis. It looks like it's still energetic. Emotionally speaking, the liver is very much tied, I believe, to anger. If you have a hard time releasing your anger, expressing your anger, coping, it can cause energy to pool there. So there's a lot of pooling energy where the liver is. And then I said like a lot of so okay, first, the energy around the liver, it hasn't been going on for so long that the energy has gotten really dark and dense. It's still just pooling in that area. So there's things that are needing to be processed. Okay. But around, so right at the liver, there's a coating of a darker energy. And that's why I was like, if you used to drink in the past, it might be an indicator of the effects of that. But if you didn't drink in the past, then it could be like a fatty liver condition, as well as anger, issues with processing or struggles with processing anger. But on your left side, the chest right here, and it kind of wraps halfway to below your, in line with your armpit, that's darker energy. That one is dense and it's dark. Do you sometimes have a hard time breathing? Like find yourself needing to gasp a little bit, like to catch your breath, even if you're not doing anything? Hi, Carrie. Wheezing. Is it a little tighter on the left side, your left lung? I can't remember for shit if the left is masculine or feminine. I just can't. You're gonna have to Google that. The left side of the body. So what happens, I think this has to do with anger. So, okay, it's feminine. So maybe things happen to really diminish your femininity, okay? I'm getting maybe around the time you were 12 to 16, there were some struggles. So the lungs, when you suppress emotion, when you suppress a lot of things, suppress the symptoms, it then enters the lungs and it causes conditions that wheeze, things like that. So I think you have the liver and the lung condition. And it's not necessarily a physiological disease. Okay, I just want to make sure you know that. But I think you have the liver and the lung condition because there's something that happened that caused you to be very, very angry and really just shove it deep, deep down. It's really like stuff it down, stuff it down. You weren't allowed to express yourself. I don't want to. It started at 12. Did it heighten at 16? And you don't have to give details. I don't want you to feel the need to share details that are very private. You're a very private person, I know. I can feel it. But that's kind of the root causation. If you're having health conditions that are being, treated or diagnosed by a doctor, whatever those events are, they're the root causation. You have to begin doing that internal work to begin processing the emotions and the thoughts that got shoved down. It was a part of your survival. You had to shove it down. Let me look at other places. Did you grow up very religious? Was there a lot of pressure to conform? Because it seems like you have very elevated abilities, and I heard witch. And the word witch is not a bad thing. The label witch is not a bad thing. But I do hear that you come from witch lineage. You have witch ancestry. I don't know if you're aware of that, but there was a lot of focus on trying to cover up how you're different. And I think this is part of what's going on, the struggle that you're having. This is a delicious word. Scrumptious. Yeah, you might want to look at your family tree, your family history, and the history of your ancestors, and see where it takes you. But that's the word that I'm being told, witch. I'm getting chills thinking about it. One second. Have you heard of Shaka Zulu? Are you drawn to Shaka Zulu? I'm a Zulu. I love that fucking movie. I still love that movie. Are you drawn to the Zulu nation? Do you have ties to the Zulu nation? I hear Zulu. I hear Zulu. So, and they're very, very special people. Very, very, very special. One of the elders has spoken openly about history, the people's history, and it's involved with draconian and reptilian. It's a very powerful bloodline. I don't know if you come from that bloodline, but I know you're tied to it in some way. I don't know if it's previous life, filtered through in a previous life, but it's a part of your coding. So these are things you should probably kind of just look up and just explore it. No real expectation, but I think you might be very pleasantly surprised at what your soul brings you to. I'm being told to really encourage you to look things up for yourself. Okay, let me just see if there's anything else. You have a blockage on the left side of your throat. You have to begin really vocalizing. You have to really articulate to whoever you trust, or maybe a therapist, some of these things that are very suppressed. If you haven't already felt a growth beginning, it's at the cusp of entering the density of flesh. Okay, it's right here at the base of the throat. It's not the thyroid. It's not your actual like larynx or anything like that. It's in the right, this area right here. Okay, yeah. The anger would be tied to what I'm detecting around the liver, and then the lungs would be the suppression of everything. So you've been through a lot. I feel your emotions rising. You know, what I realized through my own life experiences, anger is unrecognized sadness. Sadness being expressed in a very passionate way. I found anger to be an expression of that, an unrecognized sadness. And so maybe you're not actually angry. Maybe the anger is a symptom presentation of an unrecognized sadness. Maybe there's things that, although you survived it, it broke your heart, that you can't quite comprehend, you can't quite grasp why these things happened. And it's in your life experiences that you'll begin to get the answers to questions like that. Okay. It's really in your life experiences. People can tell you all day long why things happen and really explain, but you won't understand it until you're emotionally and mentally mature enough to sit down, release the anger, recognize it's a symptom presentation of sadness, and address why you're sad. Address the inner child. You have to do a lot of inner child healing. Okay. I don't know if there's anyone that does that kind of service. Thank you, Daddy. But you have to really consider it. Okay. It's something that really only you can do for yourself. I don't believe there's some sort of energetic session that can be done for that. That's going to take a lot of time, effort, and investment into yourself. Okay. You're also reactive to some of the foods that you're eating. I don't know if you realize that. If you eat a lot of processed foods, especially foods with color, it exacerbates your emotions. It especially red dye. Red 40, is it? Is that the name of the dye?
What?
Red 40?
Red 44. Oh, the dye, yeah.
The dye. I think red 40 is the name of the dye. Definitely make sure you begin allowing yourself to digest the things you haven't had the luxury of digesting, your life experiences. You're also at the cusp of digestive issues. Okay. Make sure you take care of yourself, process your emotions, allow yourself to really feel. If you're mad, you're mad. Don't try and squash it down. Don't try and externalize it and lash out at other people. Just process it. Allow yourself to begin really sifting through. It's a difficult process, but you're strong enough to do it. Okay. I hope this helps you. I really hope it helps you. If you haven't already, please go to the doctor and have them do if you have insurance, have them do a full liver panel, just to make sure that your liver function is okay and that you don't need any other testing or treatment. Okay. You're welcome. So next is Reina Rico Puerto. Fire of Lyra. What's up, Reina? Reina, are you here? Ow. This is so good. Did you use your finger to stir this? It's ridiculously delicious. Reina, are you here? She might have stepped away for a little bit. Did you? Oh, there she is. All right. All right, Miss Reina. My queen. Ooh, yes. I did not realize your rising in Venus is in Leo. Oh my God. You were about to throw down with a coworker? Shoo, girl, you tell me who I need to choke slam. Nobody messes with my queenie. Just let me know, boo. Let me know. I have a little bit more testosterone than usual today. Went to the gym. No, I don't have more testosterone. I do have higher levels of testosterone naturally. What am I doing? Oh, I'm looking for music. So, Reina, breathe very deep and very slow, okay? Ooh. To the individual attempting to intentionally send me energy and access my field, I want you to know I'm running Orifim fire and I'm cranking it up. I'm not going to stop you from accessing me, but you will feel the burn. How do you feel, Reina? And just a kind of a FYI, oftentimes I show quite a bit of grace. Okay, I don't say anything when people try and access my energy. I just kind of keep on with the live stream. I don't retaliate. I know it can't get in. I don't have that kind of grace today. Okay, I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to retaliate. But I'm also not going to send sedation when it starts to burn through your morphogenetic template. It's going to feel like acid going through your veins. Maybe that's what you need to experience to understand, to stay the fuck out of other people's lanes. Stay in your own lane. Just watch. Just observe. If you want to try and access me to try and give yourself some sort of, I don't know, clout or something, or like as you're using me as some sort of energetic spiritual benchmark to show how much you can flex, enjoy that shit. Hope you can handle Orifin fire through your veins. So yeah, she feels better. So Reina, the anger, that has a lot to do with Lyran energy. So Lyran energy, they harness anger, rage, but it's very much tempered. If you notice, typically, a cat, when it's really pissed off, it'll kind of just watch you. All of that tension bunched up, right? And the only real indicator is the intensity of the eyes and the flicking of the tip of the tail, right? So all of that energy is how Lyrans use their fire. That's part of the fire that I talk about. So definitely make sure you stay in control of that emotion. You're recognizing a huge uptick, excuse me, probably has to do with the Leo placement in your chart. As that energy runs through those houses that the Leo is placed in, you're definitely going to feel a lot more of this occurring. Your temper is going to be a lot shorter. But here's the thing. This is a beautiful, beautiful opportunity for you to begin really realizing your level of control. I'm being told you don't like to impose control on other people. And oftentimes that leaves you feeling like you have no control. And now is the perfect time for you to harness and utilize your elevated levels of control. This is giving you an opportunity to really work on that, see what needs to be shifted a little bit so you can better harness it. That along with the anger. You don't have to be afraid of the anger at all. You don't have to be afraid of your anger. Allowing yourself to feel extreme swings in emotion is not unhealthy. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Pretty much everything that the specialists, that the like medical industry is trying to teach us about healthy is bullshit. Okay, the trying to sedate all your feelings, that's how come we all have asthma. We're not allowed to feel. So Reina, allow yourself to feel it. Okay, but there's a difference between feeling it and pushing it out, lashing out at others. That no, you don't do that. process it inside. If you allow yourself to feel it and you feel like you're about to lose control, just go bathroom. Go to the bathroom and breathe. 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 Exhale twice as long as you inhale. So inhale, exhale. You see how much longer my exhale is compared to my inhale? Because you already have so much energy. Very quick uptake, slow, controlled release. That's channeling your energy and controlling it. You need to master this at this point, just because this is the part of your journey that this is needing to happen. My sister, she said, fuck around and find out. Did you say chi-hoo after that? I would have been like, chi-hoo! Yeah, fuck around and find out. What's your other things that you say, Daddy? Your pigeon shit. The kind. Fuck around and find out the kind. All right, let me quit. So yeah, definitely begin exploring it. It ties into your last reading. You get what I'm saying? That set of circumstance, all of this right now is preparing you to be able to control yourself and your response to a whole nother level for that circumstance that we had talked about. Okay? So chi-hoo the shit out of that, girl. How's it? All right, let me just mark this. Next, we got Melissa Bernard. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I'm about to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I'm about to bag it up. All right, Melissa's here. Hey-o, 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 hey-o. You girl. So scan. Would that be upper back, Melissa? Did you feel that in the upper back? Okay, not upper. Okay. Middle side. Well, what I mean by upper back would be like shoulder blade area. Is it just slightly below the shoulder blade? Okay. Okay. Let me see again. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do your Claire Tarot first, and then I'm going to scan and do the other stuff, okay? Let me just get you your cards. Let's see. Ooh, Tammy wants to pour some sugar on me. In the name of love, pour some. Okay. You want to fuck around and find out, huh? Hold on, okay. Let's just get you one more card. I'm gonna need to pull out my Chinese cards. This is, okay. Your soul is definitely, your higher self is definitely giving messages right now. Okay. So you had said you felt something. What's that tell you, girl? I mean, that cloud looked like a dragon. That cloud up there looked like a dragon. Okay, so desolation, misfortune, life and death situations, the confrontation of karmic debts, need for daring and determination. Karmic debt, I think some scores need to be settled. Let's see. 9 of staves, expectation of difficulties and change, deception, a pause in a current struggle. So the karmic debt, they think they're going to attack you. They think they're going to get you alone on the road and fuck with you. But their expectation of that karmic debt outcome is not going to be what they're planning. I don't fucking think so. So let's see. 5 of shields, abundance, opulence, luxury, overweening pride, competition, rivalry. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to get the message, the full message. Okay. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups in reverse. Loss of friendship, unhappiness, family quarrel, pettiness, rage, difference of opinion. I think this is past life shit. I think this is past life shit. It's trying to bleed over into this life. 99% at 540, 9990. So let me just get your third deck, a third stack. So Ace of Swords, intellect, triumph, passion, cutting to the heart of the issue, strength, conquest, passion, truth. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to cut through to the heart of the issue, okay? This has to do with a life in Peru. These formations look like a certain segment of, what the hell is that? It's in between the salt flats, I believe, and Ollantaytambo, I believe is. But there's a box hidden in the rocks. So this has to do with a past life, karmic debt, karmic bleed over. And I don't mean that you did someone wrong and now they're collecting. Mm-mm. Ingenuity, growth, handiwork, progress, successful dealings. Treasure. I think what was going on was that in a previous life, you actually had work that you had to do. You had work that you had to do, and you showed some leniency, some mercy. Instead of full squash down, you showed some leniency, and it sent the wrong message. And so they're thinking that they can go ahead and finish that off, that you're weak. That moment of mercy was a weakness. I want you to see that dragon. It's a twin dragon, 2 heads. The other head's going in the other direction. One is focused on you. The other one is trying to direct to another direction. So I want you to really see that, okay? I'm going to go ahead and scan you and then do the energy work. Hi, Kathy. All right. Breathe very deep and very slow. I just drooled on myself. Hmm. Oh. Oh my God. I nearly broke this phone. What's up? No, I ate all those cookies. It's an empty box. All right, Melissa. Just get a song. There was an attempt to breach your shield. Daddy,
Yeah.
can you give me Buffy? Thank you. You might get real hot. Has the back of your head been hurting? You have an implant. Excuse me. Breathe very deep and very slow. It's almost down to core level. Generating charge. I'm charged. I'm going to detonate an EMP near your brainstem, okay? Fortify. How do you feel? Okay. This coding, I'm trying to discern what it is. It has the essence of liar B, but there's some distortion within it. I can't quite place it. It's like really, really old. And I'm trying to recall the memory. I can't remember where I've seen that before. Do you feel dizzy at all? Head is tingly, but not dizzy. Okay. I use a ridiculous amount of sedation, okay? So you should feel fine for the rest of the night, but tomorrow you might have a pretty, you might have a pretty sore back of the head, upper back, meaning like shoulder blade area. It might be very sore, okay? I went ahead and did the Fire of Lyra activation as well. I think something did try and attack you. It didn't get fully in when it tried to attack you, but I did detect an implant right at the center of the base of your skull from a person recently. It might be when you were interacting with that person. Would you often be like scratching the back of your head, like trying to figure out stuff, or like rubbing the back of your neck? Is that one of your like a lot of, okay, so you had the phone to your head? I think so. I think so. I think your defenses are very, very good, very beefy. But when you have it right pressed up to your head, what? Oh, 5:55. Was it right? Ooh, and it was 1 hour, 22 minutes, 22 seconds, 65 and 44. Damn, girl. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, Juan, sometimes it's too much energy for me to keep it cloaked, and it gets recorded on the electronic device. But Melissa, if you had the phone right by the ear, even for a little bit of it, that could have been how the implant was inserted. Okay. So it's been removed. The implant was removed. You feel okay though, right? Ah, yeah. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. So let's see. Next we have, let us see. Carmen Montalto. Carmen, are you here? Hi, Carmen. Hi, Melissa. Melissa Nelson, as well as Melissa Bernard. All right, let's see. So, Carmen, let us I just gotta find a song. Okay, just breathe very deep and very slow. Why is he in timeout?
Because he kept writing, typing stuff that made no sense to anything.
Oh.
That's my first warning.
Behave, Carlos. Behave, Private Lowe's. All right. You might start to cough. You might get a little bit of an achy throat, okay? All right. How do you feel, Carmen? Did you read his comment? He do be paying attention.
I've been paying attention. But when you had enough, you had enough.
And that's a Gemini for you.
We'll keep going.
How do you feel strange? Ah, okay. So you feel different. Do you feel like you're kind of floaty? You're partially astral. The frequencies that were run through your field are extremely high frequencies. In order to do the type of work that I did for you, the distorted seed correction, I needed to run frequencies that are not within this time-space matrix. So it's outside, above 15 dimensional frequency. Yeah. So you will feel astral. You're still very much connected to your body, and that's why you're still awake. Going full astral, if someone's telling you they're going full astral and they're still able to talk, they're full of shit. Because when you go full astral, your consciousness shuts down. You get laid the fuck out. No one's going to wake you up. But I didn't want to do that to you. So you're still in body, but primarily astral. I would say like 70% astral. So it's going to be like a dreamlike state. You know, for some people, if they're very sensitive, your hearing might sound like you're in a hallway, a little bit echoey, mildly distorted. But that should begin to calm down in, I don't know, maybe like 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how easy it is for you to return all the way back down, because it's very high frequency. Okay, it's going to dissipate though. Just make sure you stay seated until you're absolutely certain that you're not going to be at risk of falling over from dizziness. Okay, just make sure you stay seated or laying. As a matter of fact, it might be good if you kind of just lay down and allow yourself to close your eyes and really be present with your experience. That oftentimes people get visuals from their higher self in this state. So no, you're not going mad. You're definitely not going mad. Let's see. Okay, moon chicken. Okay, Chicky, are you here? She's here. Okay, good, good. Stay laying down, Earth Angel. Let's go ahead and There. All right. Had to clear the cards. Let's get Moon Chicky her cards, and then we'll do your scan and activation. Isn't her screen name so freaking adorable? Something about it. Chicklet. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. So your first card. Your first card is Two of Swords. This is about balance, dangerous decisions, opposing forces, love of truth, dispelling illusions, strength, championship. So, gosh, I think this has to do with possibly some guidance you've gotten from higher self. It might not be guidance from higher self. Okay. I'll definitely be scanning to make sure that there hasn't been any thought inception. Excuse me. But the feeling that I get is that you're being guided to continue walking forward so they can drop a sword on you. I don't know who they are, but it's not to say that that's not the path you're supposed to be on, but it's like they're trying to accelerate things in such a way to get you just at the right place, because it's like a ambush. Okay. Oh, motherfuckers. Ambush, huh? I don't fucking see you try. Not you, Chicky, not you. This is not your card, but I just want to show you guys this visual. What the fuck is going on here? What kind of party is this? I like it. All right, Chicky. The convenenza. Strength. Preparation is itself a form of strength. So strength, force, power, ability, courage, authority, a commanding presence. You are definitely being tested. You are building endurance. The things that you're going through right now is going to serve you. All right. It's in that resistance, that friction, that you really begin to build your strength and endurance. So as much struggle, challenge, and obstacles that are going to be placed in front of you, it's going to serve you. No matter what their intention is, it's always going to serve you. All right. So your next card, Lady of Wisdom. Lady of Wisdom in reverse. So there you go. A treacherous woman, doubt, mistrust, suspicion, bad health, discord, revenge. Is Juicy calling you? Look at the red sash around the waist. Look at that red sash around the waist. Look at her expression. It's like really very much an indicator of how exhausted you're becoming with this back and forth, challenging you, trying to suppress you. Even your inner child is coming out and is like, when are we going to be done with this? The red sash around the waist could be indicative of leaner times, cinching in of the belly, and that's tied to survival. So there's a potentiality that your plans, in response to your plans, the attempt to try and delay, if not fully cancel out what your plans are, there will be a tightening of the waist belt. Do you get what I'm saying? So let's scan you. Let's see if you're being rushed. Winter. For those of you sensitive to energy, you might have just felt a shift, as though you've been gently pushed back in the space, suddenly feeling very dense and electric. Latch points detected. Center of back, just left and just right of spine. Breach of rear kundalini, left iliac crest, left head of femur, left piriformis muscle, left psoas, base of skull, right side, slightly behind ear, right inner ear, right temple, Wernicke's area, left side of head, circle of Willis, lamina quadrigemina, basal ganglia, left clavicle, hypothalamus, right mammary, Yes, Winter, have your way. dissolve, bow down. Go ahead, send some more. Kneel. Leave. Moon Chicky, how do you feel? Okay. So there was a lot of stuff going on within your field. Um, you're experiencing a temporary type of clearness, because my energy has completely dominated everything. You ain't gonna say ambush. And okay, we're gonna have to flex. So as my energy returns back to me, that sense of clarity will most likely begin to fade. Um, I did sedate everything within your field. You're gonna need an extraction. You're gonna need an extraction. I was hoping to avoid that, but the general feel that I'm getting is that they want me to be focused. It wants me to be focused on your extraction so that it can reach my field, which they, let me just pop my wrist back into place. So I can't do the extraction during the live, but I did clear everything, anything that was associated with any of this energy, any of the attempt directed at me personally has been pulled in. Excuse me, digested. um, uh, with the activation that you purchased, that coding has been put in a containment unit affixed to the outside of your shield, and it's encrypted so nothing can reach it. Once we do the extraction, your higher self will pressure inject it into your core. Okay, because once I do your extraction, if you do opt for the extraction, you're going to need like a day or two to recuperate. Unfortunately, it's gonna, you're probably going to be really groggy and out of it for like a day or so. All right. So message my page. And we'll set up whatever needs to be set up. We'll make sure that you know what's going on and what needs to be done. Okay? You're welcome. So you guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut down the link. If there was something that you wanted to purchase and you didn't get a chance to purchase it tonight, I'm going to be going live again tomorrow anyways, so you can definitely get an expedite then. But I'm going to finish everyone who was able to order something. I'll finish it in this live stream. So let me see. Gabrielle Sibley. Gabrielle, are you here? Gabrielle Sibley, are you here? All right. Hello, Gabby. Let's get that question answered. Is this? All right. Let's get you some cards. Where's my cards? So, question about your new career. Let us see what the cards guide us to. Do you want to start your own business? Is that what you really wanted to do? Like get out of that 9-to-5 commute stuff? Yeah, like eventually. It feels like that's kind of what is going to be happening. I'll pull the cards, of course, but the feeling that I'm being given right off the bat is that this job is going to be good for right now. Is it going to be something long term? I don't think so. I think it's just a good way for you to get your needs met until you have yourself positioned to actually launch your own business. It feels like you're going to be working for yourself. So let's pull the cards and see. Oh, shit. I almost dropped all the cards. This deck. Yep. Ooh, girl. Okay. This is a very good reading. Very, very good. I get really good feeling about this. Card number 27, receiving. You've been receiving guidance from your higher self, and you've been doing really, really well at listening. To you, it's kind of like, maybe I should try it. Oh, maybe I should do this. Well, you know what? Maybe I should. But all those maybes that you're experiencing that tends to pan out is really guidance that you're receiving. It's your intuition. You haven't recognized how your intuition speaks to you, but you definitely receive the message and you definitely listen. So this is really setting you up to have your needs taken care of, and not just your immediate needs, but long-term planning as well. I think you really already know how this is going to work out. You're going to be at this current company for a little bit of time, and then you're going to have everything in place to launch your own company, and that company is going to do amazing. So card number 53, the Sun. You definitely have unlimited energy and potentiality. And right now you're being asked to begin, allowing yourself to explore this. You can explore this by really letting your mind just kind of wander and allow the ideas to come in, allow the guidance from your soul to come in, and just explore that as well. See, the Leo is tied to the sun. The sun card in the tarot deck is oftentimes, people consider that a Leo energy. And Leos are known for being front and center, right? In the spotlight. That's why I'm thinking like, that's a feeling that I'm getting, is that this is going to be a very successful venture, your future business. Even your career right now is going to be something that will pleasantly surprise you. But that's not where your passion is. Working for someone else and the 9 to 5, that's not your passion. But this will really, it'll make sure that the hardship is kept at a minimum. Okay. But your higher self is telling me to warn you. The fact that you're, hearing this, you might get it a little bit twisted in your head that, everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be provided for. So I can be a little bit more flamboyant with my spending. Be careful of that. You have to continue with a mindset of I just got started. I'm not doing so well yet. You have to continue with this mindset that you have right now, where you just got started, because that's how you get all of the other things in place. So as you begin to get paid, I mean, it's not going to be a luxurious existence, but as things occur, like unexpected events, you'll have the money to go ahead and take care of that. Things will still be a little bit tight, but you'll have the money to take care of that. You'll find that as these things kind of occur, you'll be like, oh, thank God I have this job and I can take care of that. So everything's going to be fine. But you can't start like, well, she said I'm be doing real good, so I could just spend. Your higher self is saying to make sure you understand that. So card number 29, seeing the true you. You're a manifester. You're able to manifest things to such a high degree, and it's time that you see that. You manifested this job. You're gonna manifest an amazing business, one that's going to be lucrative. But the whole self-doubt, tempering, like finding that balance. It's important to find the balance and exist within the balance. Okay. So right now, this is where you're learning this. And there might be, just to make sure they're driving this lesson home, there might be a few things that go on to make sure that you're saving, you're understanding you need to save the money. You can't just keep spending. Okay. I don't know if you have a spending, you struggle with overspending, but I think you're going to listen to what I'm saying right now and then get a little comfortable and be like, well, I have a little bit of money that I can play with. I should get myself a little something. And after you get yourself that little something, that's when your higher self will be like, see, she didn't listen. Boom. Huge expense, your whole savings wiped out. You don't want that. So don't get too comfortable with having a little bit of a savings. That savings needs to be allowed to continue to grow and grow. Okay. Tread lightly, private lows. Tread lightly. Daddy ain't in no mood today. So card number 25, the Holy Mountain. That's what you're climbing right now. You're climbing to the top of the Holy Mountain. Okay. This is you climbing up to your greatness. Look at that. A huge ass sun at the top. And if we zoom in even closer, that's you, boo. That is you. You make it to the top. You make it to the top, and that is your energy. That is your abundance circling you. You bring it in. You figure out the balance, and I'm getting goosebumps. Card number 33, heaven sent. Heaven sent. All of this, all of the struggle, it's to temper you. It's to get you right at that sweet spot where you can enjoy life, but you also know the healthy limits that you should exist within while still operating in this human experience. So definitely, I believe you're going to do amazing with this. I believe that you have something within you, card number 62, a wild woman type of energy. And this is a very creative, bold, fearless energy. Whatever this business is that you're thinking of starting, that you're toying around with it in your head, this is going to be a representation of the freedom that you get for yourself. I don't know if you have a lot of debt right now, but it feels like you're about to free yourself from the debt through all the hard work. And this is going to be done through hard work. Okay. This is not just going to be given to you. You're going to earn every single last bit of this. And you're just going to free yourself and be like, nothing can stop me. There were all these obstacles that were put in my way, and I did it. They couldn't stop me. Nothing could stop me. I'm going to keep going all the way to the top. So that's kind of the trajectory of where you're headed in life. And, as long as you keep level headed and allow your higher self to continue to guide you, it's going to work out in your favor. Okay. Los, thank you for the super chat. So this is how it works. Okay, guys. As much as I enjoy people and like they entertain me and we have a good back and forth, the moment that the king of my heart begins to get irritated and then feel disrespected, that's a sign that you're disrespecting me, because he's an extension of me. Don't aggravate him or you'll deal with me. If you can't show the king of my heart the kind of respect that you show me, then that means you don't respect me. So I'm going to just take this for right now as some Mercury retrograde foolery. Haha, let's just be done with it. But really, don't disrespect my beloved. That's me making it clear where my allegiance lays, okay? So, Octavio Perez. What? You from my hood? Okay. Octavio, are you here? Thank you for understanding. Octavio? Oh, okay. It's for you. Let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and start your reading. Let's see what your angels want you to know. Tonight, it's been a year since we've held each other here. Let us get you some cards. Ooh, are you feeling weird right now? You have two kids messing with. Are you feeling a little bit weird? Larry, I'm sorry, I don't dish out ass chewings for free. Okay, the energy from these cards, I don't know if you've been feeling like kind of like misguided and intentionally confused today, but it's a weird energy that's feeling like it's intentionally trying to confuse you. Yeah, I know, Private Lows. I don't think you were disrespecting him intentionally, but I could feel him feeling as though it was intentionally directed towards him. So, you know, because I do very much love and respect him, I don't ever want to put out a misrepresentation that disrespecting him or even unintentionally having him feel disrespected is okay or acceptable. But I know, be cool. Okay. Let me just. So, Seven of Coins in reverse: impatience, uneasiness, imprudent actions, loss of money, unwise investments. Oh, okay. You tried to do an extraction on someone. The latching is now on you. That's what I was feeling. Because the other cards that I had pulled, it was like I could feel fakery, confusion, intentional misdirection, and none of the cards resonated as some sort of truth for you. So, yeah, yeah. Ooh. And has it been affecting your finances too? Uh, I don't think this is going to be something that you're just going to be clearing. Oh, shit. Um, Let me just King of Staves. Let's see. King of Staves in reverse. Yeah. Severity, excessive and exaggerated ideas, deliberate, is fucking with your perception. It's totally trying to drain your energy, your abundance in all its forms. I wouldn't be surprised if it's been causing a lot of wedges to be formed between you and the people who like really love and support you. I wouldn't be surprised if you've begun arguing with them, like your best friend, if you're close to your family, even your family, like relatives, cousins, aunts, uncles, whatever. And then you also got the Emperor in reverse. Immaturity, ineffectiveness, indecision, failure to control petty emotions. Yeah. You need an extraction. Um, you need a parasitic extraction plus DNA activation. The DNA activation add-on will go ahead and help with. So I'm not scanning you, but your higher self is showing me all of these snippets of information. Your root chakra is shattered. The whole damn thing is blown out. The sacral on top of it, the bottom half shattered, pooling energy. I wouldn't be surprised if in this time you've been really having like a lot of struggles um, understanding and accepting your worth and value as a woman, you know, feeling like very insecure, like, you know, everyone's prettier than me, I'm so fat, I'm so unattractive, you know, those very typical woman insecurities, like aesthetics. I wouldn't be surprised if that stuff's happening, feeling powerless, all of that. That would be a private session. I won't be able to do that here on the live. This it's aggravating me. I'm gonna go ahead and freeze it so that it can't um, just be free to continue to do all kind of extra foolery. I'll go ahead and sedate it. Okay, this sedation is not indefinite. It definitely does wear off. It gives you some time to make arrangements to have the extraction, though. All right. So if you have questions or anything like that, message either my business page on Facebook or email me at contact@meevolving.com. So I'm going to go ahead and freeze it. Is it okay with you if I sedate it? Yeah. I mean, certain things you're able to clear out by yourself, but something this elevated, unless you're already well versed in this type of subject matter, it's very difficult to do it by yourself. It's like you're able to take out a splinter by yourself. That's fine. That's, easy. You can do that. But are you able to reattach the finger if you sever it? That one's a little more complex. You kind of need to see someone who has experience with that. So that's kind of what's going on. I think because it's been going on for a little bit of time now. uh that's why it's something that needs actual attention from someone with experience at this point. Okay, so definitely go to my website and check that out. I'm gonna sedate it now. So you might feel very cold down to your bones, start shivering a little bit. That's just my energy coming in and sedating. Um, let's see. Deb Lashback. Okay. Let's see. All right. All right. So, Deb, breathe very deep and very slow. Are you feeling some movement in the neck area? Like uh, kind of like a twitching? Okay. I'm all around your head. This, whatever it is, keeps moving very quickly, very, very quickly, evading. Okay, it's frozen. It looked like a nematode. Hold on, let me um hold on. It's a specific type of mouth. Is it a lamprey? Lamprey? Hold on. Yes, it's a lamprey. Uh this is fucking okay. So Deb, that's what it looked like. I don't know if you saw that. Let me. That's what it looks like. Okay. Oops. That is what it looked like. Is disgusting. And it's like if that was albino. And it moved really fast. I went ahead and resurfaced your auric shield in that area. I also fortified it. All done. Remind me to send you an audio. You're welcome for the pic. It's so gross. Okay. Remind me to send you an audio later. I have to give you an audio of something that will it should kind of help. Okay? Love you too, Deb. How's the anxiety? Is it better? Oh, okay, good. Oh, Daddy, look at that. Larry says he cut his in half. He's qualified. He's a circumcisionist. He gave himself a circumcision.
You said what?
He's qualified to circumcise penises.
Where do you see that?
Right there. Larry says I cut mine in half.
I don't understand.
I don't know. He must be proud. He self-circumcised. I don't know. He says I cut mine in half. I'm assuming. What the flim flam? Okay. Let me. What a flim. I spit. Mary Spaziani. Mary. Okay, your sign is a Leo. Meow meow. Mary, are you here? I know you love me. I know you care. Shout whenever. I'll be there. You are my heart. You are my love. I don't know the words. We will never, ever, ever be apart. Or reunite them. Go play it. We're just friends. Mary, are you here? Mary, if you're on Facebook, I can't see you. Let's go ahead. Let's timestamp this. Let's do this. Thank you, Private Loves. Let's do this. Do this. All right, Mary. So timestamp at 2 hours, 16 minutes, 16 seconds. Hello, Mary. I'm going to go ahead and pull cards for your question. You wanted a general reading.
Oh, what did you say the time?
2 hours, 16 minutes, and 16 seconds. Second.
Wait, 2 hours?
16 minutes and 16 seconds. If I have to say it one more time.
You said what?
You got corn in your ears. You got Private Los's pigeon thumb in your ear. That is the cutest freaking sticker. Thank you, Private Los. Let's see, Mary. All right. Ooh, you got a lot of swords up in here. You've been going through a lot of things. Card number 22, she feels, she knows. Uh, you've been going through a lot. This has been a very challenging period of your life. It feels as though, ooh, it feels as though there's a parasitic aspect component to what's going on. Four of Swords. Let's see. Okay, so things are starting to slow down. Rest after illness, repose, replenishment, solitude, retreat. I think if you haven't already begun to pull away from all those other things that are going on, other people's dramas, the shit talking people are doing about each other, I don't think you participate in that. It feels like you're feeling obligated to continue just hearing it or being around people who participate in that because you don't want to be mean. Thank you, JC Rebel Bell. But the thing is, it's draining you. So if you are pulling away from it, that's okay. It's not for a lack of integrity or support on your part. It's more of a recognition that you need to begin actually taking care of yourself, because being in that environment is really, really affecting you. Again, I don't feel like you're the kind of person that talks ugly about people, but I think there are those around you that do. Okay. That's kind of the feeling that I get. It feels like whoever this is, I don't think it's a close friend. I think it might be someone on social media, but whoever it is, they're very toxic. The energy is just ick. It is a huge parasitic issue. My concern is that the parasitic issue is now affecting you, has latched onto you. All right, so you also have Nine of Swords, anxiety over a loved one, worry, despair. So, it's a lot of like other people's stuff being put on you. And you have to be careful of what you are doing to support them, because it's affecting you. You're trying to be supportive, and instead, that's what you're doing. This is what you're doing. They're starting caca, and they're putting you in the middle of it, and it's almost like you're having to defend them. And I don't know what's going on, girl. I don't know what. There's a whole lot of swords going on. A whole lot of swords. And while you're doing all of this for them, they're over here just like, yeah, you go do it. Go do it. You're not. You're more than just that. Okay. You definitely are more than just that. Card number 37. Focus on the light. So this adds to the feeling that whatever your environment, it feels like an online circle of people. Is a lot of darkness going on, a lot of really questionable integrity, intention. God. You got to focus on your own health, your own recovery. This is not something you need to be a part of. It doesn't feel like it's family or home life. This feels like really petty online caca. I mean, it could be home life, but it really feels more like online caca. Okay. Um, Card number 34, in the world, not of the world. You're needing to just close your eyes and lean back into your greatness and let those fish swim you by. They're just not the caliber of people that you deserve to have around you. And gosh, these are just some offensive things coming out of my mouth. I don't even know who this is about. It kind of makes me feel bad saying these kind of things because I don't really like to talk caca about people. But these are the messages that I'm getting. Whatever this circle, um, it's not a healthy one for you. It's not a healthy one. Um, hold on, let me see. See, it's all like negativity. Queen of Coins in reverse, false prosperity, suspense, suspicion, responsibilities neglected, vicious person, distrustful person, fear of failure. So, I mean, all of these cards together, you got a whole bunch of swords, and then you have like a shady ass person. All of that together, you're getting beat up by this. You're surrounded by um, dark intentions. And this is not coming from you. That's the thing. This is not coming from you. You're just kind of becoming collateral damage for someone else's BS. So, I mean, I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is. You're going to have to sit with your higher self and ask your higher self to kind of guide you to the conclusion of who this might be, what the circle is, to really give you clarity, because I don't think you can continue with this. I wouldn't be surprised if it's beginning to really trickle into your home. It doesn't feel like this is coming from your home. It feels like if it hasn't already affected the level of happiness within your home, is about to. So definitely put yourself first, okay, Mary? Make sure that you take care of yourself. You're a very loving, very giving person, very generous with your support and friendship. And I would hate to think that someone's taking advantage of that. I would really hate to think someone's taking advantage of that, because you're amazing, you know? I hope everything's been okay. I haven't seen you in some time because I haven't really been live on Facebook, but I hope everything's been okay. Let's see. Next is Claudia Caligari. I cannot help myself. All right. Claudia, are you here? Right. What's not your responsibility to let it go? And really, the only responsibility you have is to yourself and to any children that depend on you. Yeah, IB Carlos is private Los. He said it too. Yeah, yeah, it's the same person. All right, Claudia's here. Let me go ahead and scan you. Fascinating. I see beautiful development occurring above your crown. Um, it's affecting the development of your crown in a positive way, but it's above the crown space. And it also looks like there's been a dome. It almost looks like a Pope's hat that's been placed above crown space to act as like a secondary protective barrier. There's a lot of upper chakra activation going on, a lot of galactic downloading and activation. Are you feeling some stuff in the low belly, like almost like mild cramping, heat? You've been feeling like a yarmulke on your head, yeah. Oh, you are? Okay. So that doesn't look parasitic. It looks like there's a lot of energy being pulled into your root to help keep you grounded, because this is so much energy above the crown. So, as above, so below, a lot of surging energy at the root above the crown. And it's really, what do you call it? Engorging the sacral chakra. So I wouldn't be surprised if you've been feeling a little extra like feminine and girly and, just kind of wanting to take care of yourself. That's good. That's good. I see a lot of energy surging through your central chakra line, and it's definitely indicators of massive growth. You're experiencing massive, massive growth. You're about to have a tremendous amount of manifestation occur, like tremendous. Opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. You're at the cusp of it. Things are about to begin turning around for you. If you've been struggling, you're getting really hot, because recognition. Recognition, acknowledgement of the energies tends to make it flare up. So I'm not sending any energy into your field. This is the energy surging all the way through, because it was accumulating more like above the crown. So not actually on the head, but above the crown. It could create tingles. And then the bottom portion of the sacral and down to the root. So now that we're talking about it and acknowledging it, it's kind of giving it permission to spread all over. So I'm not surprised you're getting very warm. But you're about to begin receiving offers left and right. I don't know for what. Maybe for a job, maybe something that will allow you to relocate. Just a lot of really positive opportunities coming. Lots of surging of energy, lots of abundance coming in. Something shifted within you. It's shifted in such a beautiful way. It's this feeling that you finally accept that you deserve to receive. And so your abundance is like all the way in. Okay. I don't think it's your son's friends, Mary. It doesn't feel like it's coming from within the home. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. So, Claudia, I don't detect any kind of parasitic issue. Okay. So yeah, you might continue to surge the energy. You might also begin to feel pressure in the ears, like a wah, 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 like a heartbeat, but more within your ears, also within the neck. Girl, you're surging a shit ton of energy right now. Go for it, girl. Now would be a good time for you to begin kind of just browsing around, seeing if there's any jobs in different locations that might interest you. Since you're surging so much manifestation energy, you just don't know. Play the lotto. Go to a casino. Oh my, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Don't go to a casino. So let's see. Let it wash over me. Ready to lose my feet. Da 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 da. Day to day, I'm blind to see. Danielle, Danielle Huffstetler, are you here? You're welcome, Claudia. Day to day, I'm blind to see. Find out far to go. Everybody got the reason. Everybody got the way. We just catching and releasing what builds up throughout the day. I'm sorry, guys. I totally got distracted by this man. I'm a Virgo, and I felt like the reading yesterday was dead on, just like most others. Curious to see what you can pull for me. Romance and finance, things around the heavy heart and mind. Okay, let's see. Let us see. Everybody got the way. We just catching and releasing or builds up throughout the day, flows right through your body, flows right through your blood. I said, hey, you medicine man, set me free and change my ways. Give you a dollar, give you a dollar. What do you say? Oh, oh, what do you say? Oh, oh, what do you say? Man, your higher self wanted me to shuffle for a while. Oh, okay. Oh, oh, what do you say? Oh, oh, what do you say? That's oh. I'll be here. Tell me when you're ready. I can show you the other side. The other side. Okay, okay. So you have the love feast in reverse. So you ask about money, 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 money. No, did you ask about money? Finance, yes. Money, money. I think I just wanted to sing that song. So you have the love feast in reverse. Love blooms when there is equality, balance, and honesty, but it's in reverse. So this means separation, unsettled life, divorce, reversals, disharmony, uncertainty, unwise plans. So the feeling that I get from this card is that you guys are not quite seeing eye to eye. I think maybe what's going on is that for some core topics, you guys are not compatible. You want different things. The attraction's there. The love and concern for each other is there, but it's not aligned. Okay. Where's my other boot? Oh, here it is. Okay. All right, the star card. Hope, faith, inspiration, bright prospects, mixing of the past and present. Are you considering someone else? Spiritual love, astrological influence. Has someone caught your eye? You know what? That might be a little bit too private. I just a little pushy for info. I'm sorry. You don't have to answer that. It feels like someone from the past. Maybe this current relationship, if you're in a relationship, is faltering because you're needing to create space for someone in the past. Don't break up just because I'm saying this, though. Okay? If you break up, you break up. But don't base your judgment on this reading. This reading could be totally off. All right. So yeah, that's a feeling that I'm getting, that something else is coming. And it might even be that when things fall apart and you're like, you know what, I'm not happy, we're not seeing eye to eye, that situation really gets the other person to begin looking within and choosing to modify parts of themselves that needed some modification, not to keep you, but because they want to be a better person that's more worthy of a woman like you. Okay. So, and that might be what's happening, where you have a little bit of a separation and that comes back. So, we don't know how this is, but that's kind of the information that I'm being given. So, 8 of Swords. Eight of Swords in reverse. So, delay, obstacle, accident, disgrace, misfortune, mistaken perceptions. See, mistaken perceptions. I'm wondering, man, so many people are having parasitic circumstance. Okay. I'm wondering if there's a parasitic circumstance. I'm wondering if something is really trying to interfere with your natural thought process, incept ideas into your head to make you think and perceive romantic circumstance in such a way that's not actually true to what's actually happening. Do you feel, have you been experiencing that? Where I think you have a parasitic circumstance. I don't think you need reading. I think what you need is a parasitic extraction. I think that's what's going on. Because it's like, look at this. And this picture, you know, I've been messing around with this picture quite a bit lately. It looked real bad. I'm like, that's misery right there. That's Kathy Bates. In this picture, I don't have that feeling at all. What I get is that, you know, you're trying to take care of him and he's over here thinking he has to fight you, that he has to defend himself from you. And it's like a total disconnect. Oh, have I said that before? So I've said that in a reading before, and now you can't. You absolutely have a parasitic circumstance. Parasites do that. They don't want you to have the clarity that you need to make the decisions you need to make. You need a parasitic extraction. Yeah. Two of Cups in reverse. This is probably why you're feeling as though all the love and abundance between the two of you is being emptied out. Two of Cups in reverse. And then you have Ten of Swords. It's, you know, it's like you're sending an attack to him, or he thinks you're attacking him, and constantly there's a lot of miscommunication, misperception, all of that stuff going on between the two of you guys. It's very draining because it seems like it goes on nonstop. Like, what are we even arguing about? That's what I hear. What are we even arguing about? No one really knows, but I'm not wrong. You know what I mean? If you find yourself having those kind of conversations with him, further clarification that there's a parasitic circumstance needing to be addressed. You also got Lord of Swords in reverse. Look at him. He doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want to fight. Look at that. He feels so beat up already, you know? And it's not that you're the bad person, because look here, you're trying to take care of him. There's a lot of parasitic circumstance going on, a lot. They're really trying to make sure that you don't have a love feast. They're trying to turn it on its head. You know, what happens when you turn it on his head? His crown falls off and he injures his head. So let's see what Lord of Swords in reverse is. Lord of Swords in reverse, an enemy, perversity, cruelty, conflict, evil intentions. I don't think this is you guys. I think this is confirmation that something has evil intentions and is attempting to interfere. You need to do something about it, okay? You definitely need to do. Sagittarius. Sagittarius has been having issues with, if I remember their reading correctly, with some evil ass shit. But they're trying to get out of that. They're totally trying to get out of that like cycle of being fucked with. You guys definitely need that. I hope you consider it, like seriously consider it, and book a session at your earliest convenience, okay? And just to let you know, right now, I think the earliest would be like beginning of December. But if you wait to book until the beginning of December, then it's probably going to be end of December that you'll have an availability. So I'm constantly getting bookings. And so that the earliest date gets pushed back, and we don't hold appointment dates without a confirmed purchase from the website. Okay, it's just because my schedule is real crazy, and plus I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling again. I'm not looking forward to that. I hate traveling at this point. But yeah, as soon as you can, okay? As soon as you can. Let me just mark this. All right, Jonathan Rodriguez. Jonathan Rodriguez. Okay. Anything to high self. Jonathan, are you here? Can you translate what that says? Jonathan, are you here? All right, so let's go ahead and come back to Jonathan. Oh, well, no. Jonathan, are you here? How about we do this? I'll go ahead and do a number war. Because Jonathan was the last. I already shut down the link a while ago. Yeah. So what I'm going to do a number war really quick. And if he's not here when I finish, we'll just timestamp. What? With what? All right, guys. Pick a number from 1 to 100. The first comment that I see with my eyes that matches a number I have written on my phone, you will win a Claire Tarot reading with me. So start guessing numbers. If you're on Facebook, if you're watching me on Facebook, which I don't know if anyone's watching, I can't see your comments. Oh, are there people?
I commented the link to here.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Just saying.
Just saying. Look at all these walls I built. Baby, they're tumbling down. Monica! You won at 17. Monica, you won at 17. Look at all these walls I built. Baby, they're tumbling down. They didn't even put up a fight. They didn't even make a sound. I found a way to let you in. Never really had a doubt. Standing in the light of your halo. I got my angel now. It's like I've been awakened. Every rule I had you breaking is a risk that I'm taking. Never gonna shut you out. You're everything I need and more. It's written all over your face. Staring in the light of your halo. I know you're my saving grace. So, Monica. Card number 35, Conscious Connections. I think you might have received this before, this card. There is a disconnect with an individual in your life. Girl, that's you. Was this about you and your higher self? Because I look at this and your higher self's like, look at her face. Not only is she not facing me, her eyes are closed. Your higher self needs you to pay attention. Card number 19, dream a beautiful dream. You're at the epicenter. You're at the very, very center. Everything that you think creates a ripple. So if you're going to be thinking nothing but negative thoughts about yourself, about your life, about things you're dissatisfied with, then you're going to be surrounded by ripples of negativity. That's what you're going to bring to you. And you definitely are needing something, but you're not allowing it in. Card number 8, be the hunter, not the hunted. Excuse me. This card is about allowing yourself to receive. Allowing yourself to receive as much as you give, because you do give a lot. Okay, you're very supportive of the people you love. You're very you're very solid. You're like a freaking support rock for them. And you're needing to love on yourself though. You're needing to allow other people to love and support you the way you love and support them. Was this a message you've received before? Oh, is he on Facebook? Jonathan Rodriguez. Hold on, Jonathan. Hold on. Dang it. Hold on. I gotta find the live stream on Facebook. You're everything I need and more. It's written all over your face. Staring in the light of your halo. I know you're my saving grace. Halo, 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 halo. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hit me like a ray of sun. Na, 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 na. Da, 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 da. Dude, open the motherfucking live. Jonathan Rodriguez, I see you, but I can't open the fucking live. Fuck you, Facebook. You piss me off so bad. Why are you such a dick all the time? God, let me just calm myself down. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry for my language and my aggression. Facebook is an asshole, for real. Okay, Jonathan, hello, hello. Let me get you some cards. Let me just breathe. Just woosah it out. Woosah it out. Okay. All right.
Why did you see
Hit
his
me
name?
like a ray of sun. Because I had to open up a whole new Facebook browser. I'm still gonna have to scroll through and see if I can see his comment. It doesn't populate the comments for me. Standing in the light of your halo. All right, Jonathan, let's get you some questions answered. What does your higher self want you to know? Okay, you are going through an ascension cycle, sir. You're definitely going through an ascension cycle. It's one that's very challenging for you. One that's causing quite a bit of confusion. It's triggering you in ways that's causing you to resist it. Hold on. Let me just finish. I'll pull you extra cards because of Facebook's fuckery. Hit me like a ray of sun, burning through the dark night. Think I'm addicted to your light. This doesn't even feel like falling. Gravity can't forget. Bring me back to the ground again. Like I've been awakened. Every rule I had you breaking. All right, Jonathan. Here goes. Card number 26. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Okay, I actually can't see your comments because I'm going to have to go on YouTube. Staring in the light of your halo. You know you're my saving grace. Here we go. All right. I'll just have Facebook open, and I have to keep scrolling to see your comment. It's okay. Card number 26. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. So, as you've been living your life, wait, what? Oh, I confused myself. As you've been living your life, you've been giving parts of yourself to other people. Give, give, give. You're very much a giver, okay? You're very much someone who really takes care of the people that you care about. And it's this thing that you've been doing for so long that it's depleted you. As you've given, you haven't allowed yourself to receive. You're a very classic case of empath, where you give until it hurts and you still keep giving. And then when it comes time to allow yourself to receive, you don't. You're like, no, other people need stuff. You can give me another time. No, now you've entered a dark phase, a dark night of the soul. And this phase of your journey requires you to shine as bright as you can because you're very dimly lit at this point. You're so depleted. So you're needing to call your energy back to you. Have some trust that you are not calling energy back to you from people who actually need that assistance. Okay? This is not about abandoning everyone, because I know you would never be okay with that. This is about taking back the energy from the people who you helped simply because they preferred for you to do it rather than for them to do the work they need to do. Okay? I hope this is making sense. You have some energy vampires in your circle. Okay? You're an easy target, not because you're weak, but because your heart is so big. Your love and compassion is absolutely being exploited. It's being taken advantage of. And if you allow that, some people, especially some empaths, they would think, well, it doesn't matter because as long as I'm helping, it's right to help people. But you have to see it this way. When you're helping someone that doesn't actually need help, that is what takes from the people who do need your help, because you have limited resources. You have limited energy while in this body, since you're not allowing yourself to be replenished. So yeah, that's absolutely taking from other people. In that circumstance, it is taking from other people. And that's why you shouldn't allow that to continue. Give to the people who need, not to the people who prefer. There's a huge difference between the two. So 8 of love. The love boat. Soon we'll be making another. That sounds horrible. Okay. 8 of love in reverse. It means happiness, satisfaction, a family gathering, apology, debts repaid, return to health. So for you, I think the primary message here is the debt repaid. Because remember, you've given so much. Give, 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 give. Now they need to repay it. They have to give it back because it's not an actual need. And you don't have to have conversations with people to do this. You simply set that intention. All of me that I've given away, if there was not a true need, I ask you to come home, back into my heart, to replenish me so that I can help more people. Nothing selfish about that. That's one of the most loving, courageous things you can do. Recognize when you've been taken advantage of, not get angry about it, but just call your energy and your power back to you so you can continue helping people who actually truly need your help. Okay? So card the Hermit. Look at all these walls I built. Baby, they're tumbling down. Here we go. Counsel, knowledge, prudence, vigilance, circumspection, self-denial, withdrawal, regression. So you're going to have to really look deep within. There's a lot of things you're denying about yourself. A lot of things. I'm about to get real raw with you. Jonathan, I'm about to get real raw with you. Okay? You have to quit villainizing yourself. You're not a bad person. You're not. I'm sorry, but you're not. You keep playing this loop over and over and over, trying to punish yourself. You are not a bad person and it needs to stop. Okay? This whole, it's almost like you're intentionally trying to exist without, to be in a state of deficit because you feel like you don't deserve, because, oh God. Please don't make me cry. You're the final reading. Please don't make me cry. You just have such a beautiful heart and you refuse to see that about yourself. You refuse to see that about yourself. You know? Yeah. It's usually the ones who have the most beautiful heart that have a tendency to not recognize it. They're usually the ones that have a tendency to just focus on what they lack, what people who are using them see them as, the negativity and all of that. You're way more than you realize you are. Way more than you realize. Card number 34, in the world, not of the world. You're beyond what you're able to comprehend right now. Beyond. And if I'm really going to be forthright with the messages, you come from the Christ consciousness. You're of that tribe. And that's why you just give and give and give until it hurts. And even then, you still keep giving. It's very Jesus-like. You know, the stories told about Jesus where he just gives and gives and gives. It's like that. That's the family of souls that you come from. And it hurts you. It hurts you to see other people suffering because there's still a huge part of you that remembers the truth of creation, that once we transition out of this density, this plane of existence, the type of love that waits for us on the other side, that omni love that doesn't have to be earned, that's not withheld for, you know, to punish or whatever. You remember that and it just breaks your heart, and you're trying to recreate that for people. But what you're failing to realize is you need to recreate that for yourself. You have to remember that story of, you know, if you give a man a fish, you feed him for one meal. But when you teach him how to be a fisherman, you empower him to feed himself for his entire life. And the way you're going to teach people to remember the beauty of the love that's on the other side is by allowing them to witness you empower yourself, love yourself, take care of yourself, provide for yourself. You're here as a template for other people to learn, to remember the truth of their being. At our core, we are a peaceful people. We are a unified, peaceful, loving people. And it's all the programming that really begins to create a sense of separation, competition, all of that. And you're not here to sacrifice yourself to teach that. You just, you know, you're not. You're serving the opposite when you do that. You have to allow people to see you healing yourself. In that healing, There's a lot of self-love that needs to occur. You've been through a lot in life, a lot, you know? None of your secrets are being shared with me. It's the feeling, the heaviness of the experiences. You okay? So, okay. Let's see, Knight of Coins. All right, Knight of Coins in reverse. Stagnation, lack of determination or direction, idleness. This is what's going on right now. You know, you're becoming stagnant because you've depleted all of your fuel trying to save people from their own creation. They're creating their realities. And it's not that you're trying to control other people, it's that you haven't reached a part of your journey yet. I think you will tonight. You haven't reached a part of your journey yet where you recognize you're not here in a savior capacity. You're here to facilitate. You're here to assist, not to save. And once you begin to realize that, you'll begin to be able to love people in their totality. Instead of trying to save someone from the circumstance they created, you'll begin to be able to kind of step back and like, okay, I don't agree with this. This makes me feel badly for the person, but I understand and respect. They created this circumstance to teach themselves a lesson that I don't know. I don't know anything about, and I shouldn't interfere with that. Instead, I should make it known, remind them, I'm here if you need support. I can assist. I can assist if you want me to. Okay, if you need me to, I'm here. And then leave it at that. You don't have to martyr yourself for someone. Okay. So you also got Lady Wisdom in reverse. Wait, no. That's a major arcana card. Ooh, let's see what it is. So this is the High Priestess card. Behind the door of life lies the Garden of Paradise. Mm, 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 mm. So that's you. That's you right there. That's you holding the door open, inviting them to walk through into the beautiful garden that is their life. And unless they choose to, it's like the whole horse leading a horse to water. You can't force it to drink. If you try and force it, you drown it, right? So, Lady of Wisdom in reverse: ignorance, self doubt, intrigue, gossip, misjudgment, false direction, secretiveness. So, all your intentions are amazing and beautiful, and you want to help people, you want them to heal. But those who are not ready to heal, those who are not willing to heal, they're just turning around and talking shit about you, and it's hurting you even more. It's almost as though you're taking that rotten behavior because they've identified with their wound, and as you try and help them to heal, they see that on some level as a threat. You're taking away their identity. And so instead of just being thankful or telling you no thank you because I'm not yet ready, they instead become defensive and start talking shit about you. And instead of you recognizing that it's a defense mechanism because they've identified with the wound and are unwilling to heal, instead, you internalize it as confirmation that you are a horrible person, and you're not. You're not. Hopefully, you've watched enough of my lives and readings to know I don't say things just to be nice to people. I just don't. If you're not a nice person, I'd be like, you're a dick. People treat you that way because you're a dick, but you're not. You're not. You're a nice person. You're very loving, and a lot of the insecurities are being exploited by parasitic things. This is a parasitic circumstance. I don't know if you have an actual breach, but I do know a lot of the people you interact with are used as Trojans to fuck with you. Major. It's not necessarily that they're bad people. It's that they don't have enough of a sense of self to keep parasites out. So they're used as Trojans to access you. Let me see. excuse me. Ten of Swords in reverse, benefit, profit, passing success, temporary favor, monetary advantage. So that's what's happening. You know, they're using you for temporary advancement. Is this everyone in your life? No. The ones that you focus on a lot, that you don't understand why they treat you that way, yes. But there are a few in your life that are worthy of your trust, that totally have your back, and they're the ones you're kind of skittish with. They're the ones that you're like, I don't know, I think eventually they'll fuck me over. You share a lot of the same struggles that I share, that I've been trying to work on, where I have a tendency to just be really fast friends with people who have some questionable intentions. And then the people who are really like true quality friends, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people fuck me over. Like, girl, that should be an indicator right there. If you hesitate just a little bit, that's probably a good person. If you just become really fat, I don't know about that one. So, just kind of keep that in mind. Five of Love in reverse. Hope, alliance, family reunion, ancestors, illumination. So it's this feeling that with all of these things being spoken out loud, you're beginning to really, really empower yourself. You're starting to release and realize. And when you release, that clears space within your auric field for other more positive things to enter. When you realize that you come from a specific soul family, you then begin to allow your higher self to call in your soul tribe. I wouldn't be surprised if in a few months from now, you have a completely different circle. And this circle is so much more in alignment with you, your truth, your soul purpose, your needs. These are people of quality that love you, that support you, that you can trust. Okay? So card number 20, softly, softly, the tender touch. You speak so harsh to yourself. Your soul is so hurting. It's hurting a lot. You carry the wounds of your ancestors from this life, from your galactic filterings, your lineage. You're very sensitive. When you have elevated ability that requires higher frequencies, the higher frequencies make you much more sensitive to your environment, to people's intentions, to people's actions, things that are directed towards you that are never spoken. You feel it all, and that creates a lot of pain within you. You have to begin being your best friend. Until your soul family arrives, you have to be your best friend. You have to love on yourself and support yourself. This is, when I say love on yourself, one of the most loving things you can do when you begin that cycle of talking shit to yourself. No, stop it. Stop it. And just leave it at that. Find something else to think about. That's a very loving thing to do. You don't have to love on yourself in the way that people tend to think is self-love, where you're going to get a pedicure. It's like, no. Self-love is recognizing when you're repeating toxic cycles and stopping it. So that's what you need to do. Okay, Jonathan, I'm sorry that this reading has kind of gotten real deep and real raw. But you wanted to know what your soul wants you to know. And this is it. This is it. Okay. Definitely make sure you listen to this a few times. I think a lot of emotions are rising, and it's a lot of information, a lot of truth coming at you at one time. And it's difficult to process hearing it for the first time. I think not enough people have had the courage to share this type of information with you. And it's not that they didn't care. It's that you probably weren't ready yet. You weren't ready to receive this type of truth. And I think you are now. I think you're ready to really just expand your consciousness and settle into your life purpose. You have a very beautiful life purpose that you're about to work on. Okay. So you guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already given this video a thumbs up on Facebook and on YouTube, please do give this video a thumbs up. Share it out to whoever you feel needs to watch. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, turn on that notification bell. If you're on Facebook, please like my page, follow the page, whatever you feel like doing. And I will see you guys again tomorrow between 3 and 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. That's when I plan to start. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Did I not do Aries? I did Aries. I did Aries. John, I did Aries. Did I not do Aries? I don't know. If I'm going to be honest, I want to believe that I did Aries. Look through my channel. I don't know if I did Aries. Thank you, Private Lows. You guys, I love you guys so much. Bye.